Hello and welcome to the CAPS Conversation series. I'm Brendan Mitchell. Today we're very fortunate to have with us Gemma Wisdom. Describes herself as an all-rounder, but an expert practitioner in the education field. Welcome, Gemma.
Thank you.
I'm very honoured to have had the opportunity today to see your classes with the Role Models organisation. Now, what is Role Models for those of us that don't know?
Role Models is a creative childcare agency based in London. It started as childcare with a bit of a difference. A lot of us role models come from artistic, musical, theatrical backgrounds. We do a lot of work with SEN, special educational needs kids, and also mainstream children. It's developed into these courses which we call leadership courses and life skill courses. That's sort of the umbrella term. There's a plethora of different things that are sort of trickled down through that. And they're starting to go international, which is why we're here.
Yeah, for sure. And I saw that a huge amount of interactivity, also with some academic content in there for the young people.
Yeah, I think it. I was leading Brilliant Me, which is for 6 and 7. So that was based around storytelling. We shared 2 stories a day and then did activities following on from those stories about confidence. For sort of 8 and above, there's resilience, creative problem solving, and that is academic in its essence, but it's very practical in that they're doing practical exercises to accommodate the academia sort of side of it.
Seem to incorporate a huge amount of 21st century skills in there as well.
Yeah, definitely. They're very good.
Yes. No, but it all started out for you after high school. You graduated with a degree in theatre and performance from the University of Leeds.
I did, yes, I did.
What motivated you to study theatre and performance after high school?
I think there wasn't really another option for me. Drama has been my passion since I was a child. I went to Stagecoach, I was always in school plays. And I wanted to do a course which incorporated theory and academic writing and practical, and Leeds did that. It had a 50-50 balance of written work and theatre work. So that was my natural route.
And was the plan to become an educator
after graduating? The plan was, yeah, I think so, subconsciously. I found applied theatre when I was at university, which is theatre in anything in a non-conventional theatre space. So it can be in a school, it can be in a prison, it can be in a community group, and that's what I specialised in at Leeds. I started working in young offenders doing prisons, and then from sort of my first year, I knew that that's how I wanted to use theatre rather than on the stage itself.
Okay, and then after graduation, you did go and work at a school.
I did.
One of the things that you did there, ran a very innovative drama club.
Yeah, I ran a drama club for year 3 to 6 girls only. It was in quite a difficult area of London. It was in Battersea on one of the biggest estates, the Doddington estate in Battersea. So there was lots of safeguarding problems, lots of children in care. Okay. And the drama group acted as a safe space for girls to just play, to have fun, to make friends, to feel empowered, to feel strong, because in their home lives that often wasn't what was being reflected. So the theatre was a tool to just mess around, really, in better use of a word, but it was really, really good fun. Did
it contribute to them, to their learning and development and other?
I think, it was the increase in confidence that was obvious for me to see week to week. Who knows if that's lasted, who knows if they remember it. It was quite a long time ago now, but it was a very important tool for me, and it was the fact that they were coming each week sort of spoke for itself, that they made time to come to the sessions and it wasn't just a one-off.
A number of the young people participating in the Role Models programs that I had the opportunity to see today mentioned that it contributed to their increase in confidence, particularly the ones that did it the previous years as well. And I was very impressed with that. But you've also found time over the course of your life, a very busy life, have extensive experience as a nanny and running summer camps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I every summer had to work. I worked from the age of 18 to the age of 22 at Active Camp, which was a sports camp for children from 4 to 14, Monday to Friday, all through the summer holidays, and then on the weekends I would nanny.
You're a busy person. You are a busy person. Now, you've mentioned that James Thompson is one of your role models. Can you tell us about James Thompson and how he's inspired you?
So James Thompson is an applied theatre practitioner like myself. His speciality is theatre within the criminal justice system. So he set up the TIP Foundation, which is in Manchester, and it's around bringing theatre to programming, to rehabilitation, to work with participants inside incarcerated. However, he's a role model to me because not only is that sort of what I aspire my route to go down, his essence in every workshop I lead, everything I facilitate trickles through that because he's just amazing.
Okay, I will look up and read more about him.
Yeah, there's lots of literature surrounding what he does.
And that's led you into your work with young offenders in the criminal justice system?
Yeah, it has.
And
Definitely.
this is currently what you do as well?
So I'm freelance at the moment, so I go contract by contract. I've just finished 7 weeks in the UK in 5 different prisons, doing week-long rehabilitation projects.
For what age groups?
Adult men.
Okay.
Yeah, adult male prisons. So that goes from 21 all the way through to 65.
Is the engagement pretty good with the participants?
It can be quite low, but it's difficult to recruit in prisons. But the engagement, it's very similar to the things we do here at the beginning of the week, so that it's structured at the beginning of a session. We'll do icebreaker games, we'll get to know each other, we'll gel as a group before anything is asked of the children here and before I ask anything of my participants in prisons. Okay,
I'm sure you'll be making a significant contribution to their lives and also their families and their loved ones' lives. That's very, very admirable.
Thank you. Well, it's very enjoyable for me. It doesn't feel like a job.
You've also found time to complete a master's degree in drama as well.
I have.
Yeah, I'm impressed. You know, and where did you do that?
I went to the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama, which is in Swiss Cottage in London.
Okay.
And I specialised entirely in criminal justice, applied theatre. However, within that, I also did placement, so it was a placement-based degree, again 50-50 with writing and practical. I worked with the children of Grenfell Tower disaster in 2016, doing sort of multifaceted art workshops on the weekends with them. And throughout my MA time, actually, I worked for Role Models, leading a after-school club on interview skills, so sort of prepping year 3 and 4 for the interviews that they have to go into other schools. So whatever I've been doing, it's all been about on my feet, facilitating, which is where, so that was what the degree was.
Certainly have a varied experience, and the majority of your work focused around Role Models and the prison drama clubs?
I think so, but I also think anything to do with facilitating workshops, having relationships with children, helping them grow, develop, partnerships with schools, things like that, anything that's getting myself out there, speaking, talking and working is sort of where my interest lies, which is why Role Models has been such a useful tool for me to develop that as well.
And I was fortunate enough to see you in action today, and I was really impressed. I was really impressed with the engagement of the young people with you. I was very impressed with the pedagogies that you used there, and I could see the energy, because this was the last afternoon, and I could see the energy
it was.
that you gave these young people, and the confidence.
It's hard. It's 2 of my kids were fasting. Obviously, it's Ramadan, and the energy can often sink towards the last session of the last week. I think it's important to give them what they've given you, and they gave me their full attention, full commitment all week. So my gift was letting them do the games in the afternoon, the engagement was really good. I was very impressed with them myself, actually.
Yeah, I like those games, they were good.
Yeah.
You know, what are your plans and goals and aspirations generally?
I think my plan is to stay in the sort of facilitating workshop freelance world. I'm trying to get more experience within prisons themselves.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm going to keep up with things to do with role models. I'm going to try and do as much freelancing as I can, youth theatre, and things like that. My aim would be to have my sort of own thing going on, theatre group wise.
Oh, okay.
But everything that I'm using in these classrooms and everything that I'm doing is essential experience for me to sort of develop further than I have done so far.
Wonderful. I'm really, really honoured to have met you today, and I'd like to thank you for your time. And for those who would like to learn more about Gemma or role models, you can see Gemma's profile and also information about role models on their website, rolemodels.me, and how she contributes to the young people's development along with this organisation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.